Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon team building video. Today we're going to be trying to build a team around Mega Altaria for Smogon UU. So hopefully you guys actually do enjoy it. If you guys are looking forward to seeing this video and it's live team building episode, make sure you click the like button down below for me. But yeah, as I said, we're going to be looking at building a team for Smogon UU, Smogon underused. Mega Altaria is one of the main megas in that tier, as you can see here. So UU and all that. Oh, stop, Irish. You have to tell everyone it's UU. But I'm going to quickly go through what Mega Altaria can kind of do and can't do, and also we'll go through a couple of other stuff as well before we kind of build a team. And of course, if you guys want to battle me, because I will be using this team on my live Wi-Fi battling series, make sure to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord server. Links to those are down in the description down below, where that's where I'm going to be looking for battles and whatnot. But Mega Altaria, let me see. Mega Altaria. Okay, the thing with Mega Altaria is, now this is a Pokemon I really want to use for a long time. It's got tremendous bulk and it's got a really good special attack and attack stats. So you're looking at 110 with attack, defense, special attack, and 105 SPDF. Exceptionally really high stats. And 75 HP is not the worst, but 80 speed is pretty mediocre, it's not the best speed wise, which is a bit unfortunate. But Mega Altaria's got a huge move pool, right? You can set up speed. Well, let's just go through the set moves first. You got Agility, Cotton Guard, and Dragon Dance. So those are your three main set moves right there. Agility can give you +2 speed if you kind of want to just run a more like a fast sweeper kind of set. Dragon Dance though is the main move if you want to be sweeping. And then you got Cotton Guard to help you raise your defense and just literally be a wall and a cleric. Some very tough times doing that. We have the Pixelate ability, which means that our normal type moves become fairy types. So the likes of, say, Double Edge, Return, Facade, those kind of moves end up hitting just a little bit more harder and become fairy types. So that's really nice ability. Body Slam, you know, very nice to have. Then on top of that, you want to look at the special move pool as well. We've got Dazzling Gleam, Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse. Huge move pool. We have Fire Blast and Flame Floor to deal with steel types if you want to hit on the special side. If you're going for a more physical Altaria, we have the Earthquake as well to kind of deal with the steel types. Bulky steel types tend to be a problem for Altaria. Faster revenge killers, or faster Pokemon in general, really are a problem for Mega Altaria as well. And Mega Altaria, without any sort of boost, doesn't really do too much damage, and does require the need of a wall breaker for Mega Altaria to sweep. Now, if you want Mega Altaria to be a wall breaker, you know, it could potentially do that, but it's not going to be as good as some of the other stuff that's in the UU tier. Looking down as well, we have Hone Claws, but that's not really used too much. Hyper Voice is the main move you use if you want to be specially orientated for Mega Altaria. Outrage, you see, I don't think we get Dragon Claw here, and that is a bit of a problem, but let me just double check. We do get Dragon Claw. Okay, pretty cool. Right, so we actually get a decent physical and special move pool with Mega Altaria. So really fun Pokemon to use. Before we kind of dive into what we're going to use, let's have a quick look at some of the Pokemon that are mainly used high end of UU. Now at the moment, it's currently the suspect test for Breloom as I'm building this team. So hence why that is actually very high up in usage, is because people are using it trying to see if it's worth keeping a UU or not. But looking around, you see Scizor, Gliscor, so two very common Pokemon. Mega Manectric is there. Scizor and Gliscor pretty much on one out of every 4 teams have either a Gliscor or Scizor. So that's a bit of a problem if we want to use Mega Altaria. It means we will need fire type coverage or Pokemon that can deal with Scizor very nicely. And as well, we will probably need some coverage for Gliscor as well. Mega Manectric is pretty highly used, so is Latias. Infernape and Superior, two Pokemon that are a little bit scary for us, because they could rock some kind of coverage, but normally they won't have anything that can kind of do damage to us unless Infernape is carrying Gunk Shot, but you don't often see that. But two Pokemon that are faster than us and can threaten us out. Hydreigon isn't something that we shouldn't be worried about too much, because unless it specs Flash Cannon, we're good. Mega Beedrill, now there is a Pokemon that is faster than us and would properly scare us out. Terrifying Pokemon that we come up against in this tier. Alolan Muck, very in the same mold as that, just has the bulk to be able to take a hit and land a Gunk Shot and do mad damage. But yeah, you see a couple of other stuff in Poleon, Togekiss, Mega Aerodactyl. Mega Altaria you see is there, used 8% of the time. But Nidoking, there's a Pokemon we also need to watch out for. But the main thing here, you're kind of seeing as you look across down the list is that we do have to be careful for Pokemon that are fast enough and having the coverage to deal with it. Pokemon that we could potentially set up on is Balloon, because there is sleep causing effects in UU, so that's nice to know. Mega Metric normally doesn't do a thing to us, so we can set up on that. Superior normally won't have coverage, so we can set up in front of that, even though it is faster, we can set up in front of it. Swampert, we can set up in front of that. Chandelure, you can kind of see Arcanine. There's a few Pokemon that are used regularly that we can just click D-Dance with, but we do need to support Altaria with certain Pokemon to allow that to happen. So let me just push this out a little bit so you guys can see. So we're looking at using potentially this offensive Dragonlance set here. So we got the D-Dance return, Facade, Earthquake, Roost. Facade is basically there in case we get Will-O-Wisp or Toxic, okay? But what I'm going to be doing is I'm definitely just going to be rocking out with Return instead. I think that's going to be a bit better IMO. So we're going to rock out with that. So we have this Altaria and Jolly with max attack, 4 in defense, Dragonlance return, Earthquake, and Roost. So we're not going to rock out with the Dragon type coverage. If we look at the usage stats, we have Latias, and sorry, you can't see that a bit more. Oh, you can't see that too well. But we have Latias and Hydreigon, who are the two main dragons being used in UU at the moment. But they both get absolutely wrecked by a return by Altaria, because Latias is especially defensive and Hydreigon's got 2 times weakness to it. And then if you look down through the rest of the team, the rest of what's being used, there's no other dragon type that kind of stands out. Como gets wrecked by a return, Mega Sceptile gets wrecked by a return. You kind of see where we're coming with this. We don't really need another. We don't really need the Dragon Claw on it, so returns enough, and then Earthquake as some sort of stab move to deal with the ground type. So that's what we're kind of going to rock out with this Altaria set. As I also say, it's a good idea to kind of check out what we're kind of doing here with this. So the 252 speed EVs allow us to outspeed Mega Pidgeot and Mega Manectric when we get 1 D-Dance up, and that's pretty good because Mega Manectric is very highly used at UU at the moment. We also want to be careful when we actually bring in Altaria, because we want to set up when rocks aren't about and when we're not coming on a status move, so we've got to be fairly careful with that. So let's have a quick look at the team options here. This is normally a pretty interesting one to kind of generate ideas from. So on an offensive and balanced team, so that's what we kind of want to rock out with. Magnezone sounds like a really good idea because Scissor's not going around, so that's definitely something that we should consider doing. Let me see. Nidoking and Volcanion for opposing other steel types. Now, Volcanion is a bit of an issue because Nidoking is knocking around a little bit, so I don't know if we're going to do that, but Nidoking definitely sounds like a good idea. Heracross and SD Scizor for maybe potentially wall breaking like Sylveon, Alamomona. Crook and the aforementioned Volcano. I appreciate Mega Altaria's ability to deter choice item Hydreigon from locking into stab moves, offer another way of pressuring opposing steel types in return. So a couple of options there, alright. I definitely think Magneton's our best bet here, personally. And we're going to go for the Magneton. EMF is what we normally call it, Magnetons on the channel, so we're going to go with that. Let's bring it down to level 50. Before I kind of decide what set I want, I want to just filter by UU and see what other steel types are knocking around. So there's Magneton, this is Scizor. Okay, so we want enough speed EVs to outspeed Scizor, I feel like. Because I don't, well, Metagross is there. Metagross is there. Okay, I see. Klefki is there, but yeah, I'm not too worried about Klefki and Stack Attacker. So we could go with a Choice Scarf or an Evolite set here. We know for a fact that this thing's going to have Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Fire to deal with Scizor particularly, and we're going to rock out with Flash Cannon. So that, not Flash Cannon. So we can deal with any other sort of fairies that are knocking around, if you get me. Right, seeing as how we're going to speed Tower Magneton, we might as well go all out. Let me see if I can change it to HP Fire IVs, because we want 31 speed IVs here, so that, you know, we definitely speed Tower with the Metagross. Looks like we're not going to be able to achieve that, so we're going to go to, if we can achieve max speed with Hit Power Fire to deal with Metagross, then what we should be doing is we should be looking to have enough speed speed EVs to outspeed Scizor, methinks, because if we look at UU again, can I filter by speed? I can't. But if we look at UU again, just look around and see what else would we like to outspeed here. Mantine, but that we're going to outspeed. We're just going to speed tie that. Suicune, no. Swampert, we're going to outspeed. Aggron, like you're just looking around the tiers, but essentially just trying to see what we can and cannot speed tie with. Hippowdon, not really. We're going to outspeed Empoleon. A lot of Momola, no. So you're kind of looking around there, and Volcanion is there, but we're not going to 1v1 Volcanion Primarina. So when you look around like that down the tiers, you can kind of get a sense that just outspeeding the Scizor is enough for us to be able to, for Magnezone, for enough AV investment for Magnezone on this team, I feel like. So we're going to scale up 252 Jolly. So that's 1 to 8 speed. So that's the speed that we need to beat. So let me go Timid here. 1 to 8. So we want to go 1 to 9, just like so. We're going to put 252 in HP, and then we're going to put the rest into bulk. So 32, odd number of HP, just so that we don't take as much from hazards. And that looks like a pretty good EV set for the Magnezone there. I think we're just going to rock out with that. And do I want to go Evolite? Do I want to go Evolite? Or do I want to go Choice Specs? I think we're going to go. I think we'll go Evolite because I might want something else choice there down the line. And I think that's a pretty good start for us. We have Altaria and EMF, that kind of deal. What you call it? That make up a Steel Fairy Dragon Core very, very nicely there. So that's pretty good. The other things we kind of want to look at they were suggesting Nidoking and whatnot, but a few of the things I want to look at down here is the checks and counters. So Steel types are a really big problem for us. Scizor, Mega Aggron, and Doublade now. Magnezone can trap them and kill them, which is nice, but definitely want to watch out for them. Bulky, Fairy types, Poison types, and Revenge killers. So we want something that is going to be very, very fast. We want something to be able to do Bulky, Fairy types, and Poison types as well. So let me see. Let's filter this by. We won't filter this by you. We won't. We'll just take a look down the tiers. If we want something to deal with Poison types, we should really look at a Psychic type here. A Psychic or Ground type. So we could pick up Starmie, which would give us a Rapid Spinner. But again, 100 special attack isn't the best, but it's still it can threaten out. It can definitely be scary. Looking down around again, Celebi is there, and that is a good answer for Breloom as well, which is very high up. So we could go Celebi. We could definitely have a look at Celebi. But that doesn't really help with our Psychic problem. Well, not Psychic, our Poison problem here. And Altaria is already a very good check to Breloom. Once it's Mega Evolved, we gotta keep that in mind. Looking down again, Azelf is knocking around. Now there is a Pokemon that is going to be frightening. So we're going to rock out with this Azelf. I can't remember what I call my Azelfs again, but we're going to rock out with Azelf. This is a serious Pokemon. If you guys play draft format, this is a Pokemon you should really consider picking up. It's insane. I'm going to go with the Expert Belt, and we're going to go with we might go Light Orb, but we are going to go with I'm going to go with Psyshock. God, this thing has so much coverage, it's ridiculous. I'm going to go Flamethrower for the Scizor. Yeah, that should be, yeah, Flamethrower should do enough, because it's not Mega Scizor we're dealing with. We could go Nasty Plot. I think we'll go Nasty Plot, why not? Psyshock, Flamethrower, Nasty Plot, and both your Fairy types. Have we got Poison type move we can use here? I don't know. We could go U-turn. I do like U-turn. We could go Taunt either. We could go Taunt, Nasty Plot, Psyshock, and Flamethrower. Ooh, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. We'll come back to Azelf, but definitely I like Azelf there, I'm not going to lie, as an answer for the Psychic types. Oh, the ground, what's called the Poison types, Bulk your Fairy types now, that's something that we definitely want to have a quick look at. So, Fairy types we don't particularly like. Don't particularly like the Poison or the Steel type. Now, EMF is definitely an option there, but I want something else. I'm not going to lie, I really want something else. Part of me reckons that a load of Muck could be a really good idea, because a load of Muck can also trap some Psychic types that might hinder us. Particularly the likes of Reuniclus. If you have a look at Reuniclus, it's scary. It's a scary Pokemon. But we could have We'll keep looking around. I wouldn't mind using Nidoking here. I kind of want to use Nidoking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to use Nidoking. I haven't used Nidoking in a long time, so Clutch is going to come in here with the Sheer Force. Sheer Force is the only ability to use with Nidoking. I'm going to go with Sludge Wave, Earth Power, because this also is another answer to Steel types that really threaten Mega Altaria here. So I'm going to go with Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. That is the most ideal coverage there. We're going to go down to 50. What's other Pokemon around UU that have roughly 85 speed? That 70. Let me see. Heracross is 85 speed, so we're going to go max speed because of Heracross. We're going to go Timid, and we will do a lot of damage there with this Nidoking set. Absolutely insane power. If you've never used this before, definitely go check it out. I'm going to go Scarf because I kind of like my Nidoking to be Scarf, to be honest, when we're playing around with the ladder. So I'm kind of happy that we have a we have a set of Pokemon that can deal with the poison types. Nidoking kind of come and deal with any sort of Steel and Fairy type that could hinder Altaria. These two will definitely act as really good wall breakers for us. We might change this thing up to be a Light Orb set. We have to wait and see. We do need a bit of bulk on the squad. So let's have a quick look kind of around and see what bulk we can kind of get ourselves on. Tentacle is pretty bulky, but we already have a poison type, and it has no reliable form of recovery, so we don't really want to go there. Let's see what else we have. At least with these up, we have a nice bit of top tier speed. But we definitely need something to deal with Crobat. I think Crobat's definitely going to be a threat. So let's have a look. Looking around here. Let's have a look-sees around. The Ice Beam on Clutch is really good for the Gliscor, so that's something that we should definitely keep an eye on. Let me see. Something that can cover itself. Yeah, Legos down in UU. That is madness. That is absolutely insane. Do we want to go? Do I want to see Volcanion? I think would be handy, but let me unfilter this from UU, and let me see what bulk can we get here down in the depths of UU. Because we're not looking at Ubers. There we go. Arcanine can be pretty bulky if we can run an Intimidate Arcanine with Morning Sun, but I kind of want a Hazard Setter as well, particularly a Rock Setter. So let's keep looking around. Klefki is an option. But I don't want to kind of get the dual typings there. Not a big fan of that. Let me see. I don't see anything down there. What about if we keep reaching further down into the tiers? What will we see? Bronzong would have been nice, but I don't think so. Not as tricky when you're trying to round off the team. Or not as easy when you're trying to round off the team here, folks. Never as easy. We could go on a Crozma. The Crozma would give us a really bulky Pokemon instead of himself. That is an option. Porygon 2, a bit of bulk there. Let me look for Stealth Rocks here. That might be a bit of a help. So we know Nidoking gets the clip, Favor gets it. Let me see what else do we kind of could consider here to be putting on the squad. Aerodactyl, not feeling it. I'm not going to lie. Fortress, no, not going to go Fortress. Shuckle, no. Piloswine. Interesting. Because we could run a Stealth Rocking Mamoswine, but I kind of want it because we're going to see Mamoswine a bit over the next few weeks in the MPL, which you guys watching in the past are not going to have a clue about, but it's a league on the channel. Looking around here now, let's see. Mamoswine. So Gliscor does get Stealth Rocks. You can see why Gliscor is kind of well used here. I can definitely see why it's more well used. Because he does get the rocks, and with Defog now, he gets Defog now as well. Could go Cobalion, but I'm kind of quite happy with having EMF there. Let me see. Is there anyone else here that's kind of sticking out that I could say, yeah, I'm very happy to put this thing on the team? Nothing's come out to me. I have thought about Necrozma. I think we're going to go with Necrozma. So let's get rid of Azel. Let's go in for Necrozma. I'm just going to call this Prism for the now. I might come up with a better name. Let's have a quick look at some of the Necrozma stats here. So that seems just a physical. What's it called? Necrozma just seems to be ridiculously powerful. I'm not a fan. Or it just seems to be offensive there in those sets, I should say. I do want to make this kind of bulky. I want Stealth Rocks. I want Morning Sun. I want. You know, so let's go for Sight Shock. And I'm going to go for the Leftovers. And what else are we going to go for? What else can we get here? Dark Pulse. I don't feel it. Or Earth Power maybe. Actually, deal with Poison type. Or not Poison types. Steel types. In case bulky Steel types want to come in, because they will be a nuisance for us. Could go on Necrozma. We could really go on Necrozma here. Or Knock Off. I'm going to go with Knock Off here. I feel like Knock Off would be a decent option. I'm going to go physically defensive. I think that might help a lot. So we're going to rock out with this. I think, yeah, we're going to rock out with this. I don't want the Relaxed Nature though. I kind of want to. I will go with the Adamant Nature more so, because I just want Knock Off to get chip damage in case I don't know what's coming in. Knock Off with a few items. Nidoking, you can stay as you are. You're dealing with poison types. You're going to deal with you're going to deal with steel and poison types. You're dealing with poison types. You're dealing with steel types. So we have enough here to be able to kind of do enough stuff to allow Mega Altaria to kind of break through eventually. I want some sort of wall breaker, and I want some form of I want some form of hazard removal. Do you get defog actually? You don't. Okay, so knock off. You're sticking with knock off. So hazard removal and a wall breaker. I would like my hazard removal to be Spadef. So let's have a look at defog here. Very quickly. See what's knocking around. Let me see. So anything here that kind of stands out to say we could use this thing as a defogger. I know, like I can see why Glyco's so used now. It fits so nicely into these teams, but we're not going to go for that. We could go Latias, but we're not. No, we have a Dragon type on the team. Let me see. UU, no. Let's just bypass Arceus there. We'll go Serp as an offensive defogger that can wall break if we're not going live. So Superior, contrary. I always like my Leftovers with Leaf Storm. Yeah, and it would be an answer to Earthquake for EMF and Clutch. So I think I'm actually going to go with Leaf Storm. I am going to go with Superior here. We're going to go Leaf Storm. We're going to go Dragon Pulse. And we're going to go Hidden Power Rock. It's normally a good one to have here because it deals with the flying and fire types. And we are going to go with Defog. So in case we need to get rid of rocks on our side of the field. Scale you down to level 50. There's anyone with 133 speed that we need to worry about in UU. So 110, 115. I think 110 is the highest, isn't it? So far. That's kind of that we can outspeed. 113 is there. It definitely looks like it's going to be 110. So, who had the 110 there? Latias. Okay, so Latias. Let's bring you down level 50. Timid. Scale you across. 178. So we just need to be 178 here. So we're going to go Timid. 179. 252. 20. Perfect. Okay, brilliant. So I'm quite happy with that superior set. So we kind of just need a Spadef wall there now after all that, folks. See, I do have Necrozma that can heal that stuff up. Part of me wants to pick up the Volcanion here. And what we might do with Volcanion here, let's have a quick look. Because this will form a Firewater Grass core. And I'm thinking we could run an AV set, but we could also run a Wall Breaker set. We could run an AV set. Because, hold on. nearly finished the recording there, but I think we're going to go with this Water Absorb Volcanion. I think we're going to rock out the Assault Vest. I want... Who's slower than... who is slower in UU than 70? Let's have a look at that. Or I could go max speed and get the flame, or and go for flame charge. If you guys have never seen that set before, we might do that actually. So I'm going to go into Volcanion. Let's go back down here. I'm going to go Steam Eruption because it's insane. We're going to go Steam Eruption. We're going to go Flame Charge. We're going to go so we can get the +1 speed. We're going to go Fire Blast. And what's the other move that Volcanion generally tends to have? Solar Beam or Superpower. What? No chance. Sludge Wave. Sludge Bomb. Sludge Wave actually would be nice. SLUD. Sludge Wave. Do I want to... See, part of me thinks we should go... This should be our... Well, see, Evolite now will give us... 1, 3, 5 and 1... 1, 3, 5 and 1... 170 defense. What defense are you? EMF is bulkier with the... oh yeah, okay, hold on. I think we're going to make you especially defensive. Because your bulk is going to be pretty... Yeah, we're going to make you especially defensive. The Evolite here should be enough bulk for us. And then with Volcanion, we're going to go Choice Specs. I want this thing to hit ridiculously hard. I don't want Flame Charge there if we're going to run the Choice Specs. I want Steam Eruption, Fire Blast. What was the Choice Spec set? Hidden Power left? No, Earth Power. Or Earth Power, definitely. What does the Earth Power hit actually? Apologies. Is it the... I'm just having a quick read here. Hit Tentacool, Empoleon, and... Yeah, okay, Tentacool and Empoleon. That is... I'm happy enough to know that we're going to go for Earth Power because of them. And then Sludge Wave can absolutely smack things very, very hard. We're very much hitting on the special side today. Very much hitting on the special side, but... Well, we don't have to. We could... No, we're going to keep it as is. We could change this to be a physical set. For Life Orb. I think we're going to change this to be a physical set with Life Orb. Life Orb. We're going to go Poison Jab. Earthquake. Now, obviously, the special set is better, but we're going to run with this. Ice Punch. Do I want Sucker Punch? I want Sucker Punch. Why not? Why not? So Poison Jab and Ice Punch will hit hard, but and let's go minus there. But yeah, the Poison Jab and Ice Punch will hit hard with the Sheer Force Life Orb, but Earthquake and Sucker Punch is still going to do a good bit. I think Nidoking can do a bit of damage there with that, and we have 2 physical hitters, a couple of a good few, and then yeah, the rest of the team can hit on the special side. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there today. Sorry for the long team build, really, guys. I'm going to try and condense this down as much as I can. Maybe not go through the usage stats as much or whatever. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. If you enjoyed it or whatnot. I know it was quite long, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of the team. If you guys enjoyed it, please click the like button down below for me. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on the team, what you would have swapped out differently, all that kind of fun stuff. I'll have a paste bin to the team in the description down below, as well as links to all the other to the Wi-Fi battles that we're going to have if you guys haven't seen this before. And last minute, if you want to see more Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon team building videos coming your way on this channel, or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. On that note, I'm going to out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.